Let's bring NBC senior Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson. Had a very long night tracking results, too.
Are you ready for another month of this?
Well, it sounds like it.
About it.
Let's talk about what was expected overnight.
Yeah.
The polls expected that people were going to vote on inflation and crime, that there was going to be a red wave. Yet a lot of folks probably waking up at this hour going, what happened to that red wave? So what did happen?
Well, people did vote on inflation and abortion access and crime, but it didn't turn out the way that a lot of people had predicted or thought that it might turn out. As everybody has laid out here, no, we did not see that red wave materialize. And here's why that matters, right? Let's say what happens in New York happens, as Steve Kornacki has laid out, and Republicans do take control of the House of Representatives. The margin matters, right? So whether they got 20 seats, 25 seats, which would be a wave, versus like 7, matters for a potential future House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and how governing actually works, whether and how he is able to wrangle the more far-right elements of his caucus to create the laws that affect all of us.
Let's talk about the Trump factor, because many analysts are saying it played a role here in terms of the candidates that ran in some states. Trump-backed candidates were chosen in the primary, did not perform well last night. Former President Trump out in force in a battleground like Pennsylvania. Did that have an effect?
Right before Election Day, too. Out in a bunch of battleground states in the 4 to 5 days before Election Day. I talked to several Democrats overnight in the wee hours of the morning this morning who suggest, yes, the Trump factor is, because I was like, why did you, they're all psyched, right? I mean, I talked to one PA Democratic member of Congress who is surprised, happy, but surprised. And I said, well, why? Like, right, what drove this? And I've had Democrats say to me, they do think part of it is the Trump factor here. The fact that when Donald Trump is in the news, Democrats are generally more motivated to come out and vote because it is obviously an anti-Trump vote. It's not just that he was out in these battleground states like Pennsylvania. It's that he's also hinting he may be around for the next couple of years, teasing a potential presidential run less than a week from today.
And just finally, how does the Biden administration feel about what happened overnight?
Oh, I think they're feeling pretty good at this moment. I think because, again, it is not what we expected. Democrats are looking surprisingly strong here today. The question is, what does governing look like? I keep coming back to this because that's what's going to matter, right? When you look at economy, when you look at inflation, when you look at the potential things that a House, if it is in Republican control, could do, where does the Senate go? That's going to be a big impact on how the White House can push anything through as far as President Biden's legislative agenda for the next 2 years.
All right, Hallie, thank you
Thanks,
so
Hallie.
much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.